Yes, things have changed. They haven't changed quick enough, as I think a lot of us that live here realize. But when I drive around the streets, I do see there are improvements. But yes, things have changed. There was a lot of violence. And in fact, I had a gun put to my head many years ago when I was taking children to the theatre in town, and I was taking them back home to Kailicha. And 5 youths came up to me and put a gun to my head. And I just thought, well, there's nothing I can do. What am I going to do? I've just got to be calm. And I was calm. And these guys, they looked in the vehicle that I was driving, they saw these little black faces, and they put their revolver back in their pocket or whatever it was, and off they went.
In spite of the changes, close to 40% of the black population of Cape Town is still unemployed. Violence is a constant in townships like Nyanga.
The 4 factors that we're going to be talking about today is capital, land, labor, entrepreneurship. Very good. How do you acquire buildings?
There are so many changes now in education. Well, in the past, as we know, firstly, there were very few schools, especially here in our community, the Nyanga community. Very few primary schools and high schools. But now there are so many schools. In the past, for instance, we were forced to learn everything, every subject in Afrikaans. We learned geography, science. It frustrated us a lot. We couldn't understand what was going on. So as a result, the pass rate was very low. That resulted to the 1976 uprising of the students. We protested for banishing of Afrikaans.
And I think that's what's so wonderful about these kids, because they're real artists. The kids don't have dance clothes, they don't have dance shoes, so we have to provide second-hand shoes, broken shoes, whatever we can get. A lot of these kids don't have, as I said, food. They don't have a mother, they don't have a father. Most of the fathers have left them.
Hope Nongongo is Tusiel's dance teacher. She was one of the first students to join Philip Boyd's project. Later, as has happened with many other kids, Hope became a teacher and has made dance her profession. Hope also lives in Nyanga. Before, when she lived with her family, she lived in a good area, in a concrete house.
I now live in this shack with my boyfriend because I felt that I was in love with him and he also was in love with me. You can see the house. This is the shack that I live in now. Even if it's not a house, a concrete house, it's a shack. I enjoy living here. I know it's my place and I'm very happy. Dancing has given me an education because I never thought that I would become a dancer. That was not like in our culture. It's either you become a nurse or you become a doctor, and that was my dream. Of course, I couldn't be a doctor because financial problems. Another thing that I've gained from dance is respect. You must respect other people, and when you respect other people, you will also get respect. I'm very glad that I joined Dance for All because now I have a job, I have education, and I know that nobody will ever take that education from me.
When you go to the Artscape Opera House and you see performances there, which is our opera house in Cape Town, the most beautiful opera house that we have, and you see the audiences and they're not black audiences, we're not reflecting our entire population, which is something that I think this program is doing.
Before, ballet was a white thing, never in a black community. We didn't know, we felt like in ballet, you go straight, you go like this. You feel suffocated in that because in African dance, your body is very loose, you're losing it. I mean, it's a new style, and I'm very glad that there are black people doing ballet dance because it gives you discipline. And the kids that we teach, they are very, very disciplined, and they love what they are doing.
They never mixed with white children, with coloured children. Now that we're at the Joseph Stone Theatre in Athlone, which is basically a coloured community, they're mixing with coloured children.
Tusiel's family is building a brick and concrete house. They've prospered greatly in recent years.
Before 1994. It was bad in the township before 1994, just because it was an apartheid time. So we struggled a lot about everything, about education, about the way we live, about when we want to travel, even to the transport, to the bus. The problem, it was just the color. If you are a black, so then you are on a problem. So even your kids, they are at school, you're so worried just because you can think they are at school, at the end they are in jail. So it was really very, very, very tough. From 1994, if I compare 1994 till now, there's a big change. At least we feel safe. And then in education, we feel so improved. Our kids, they get a better education. Look, for instance, now our kids, they can participate to ballet, they can participate to every sport. But before that, our kids, they couldn't participate to those sports. They were just to school, home, nothing else they can do.
He woke me up this morning. He has done great things. He given food on my table. He has done great things. Bless his holy,
One day, I'd like to get married, have children, and live in a big house. But wherever I go, even if I have a wife and children, I'll never forget my parents because they were the ones who helped me be what I am.
The dance means everything to Tusi. You will see, if he listens to the music, he pick up the dance from that music. Like yesterday night, for instance, I was playing music yesterday night, and then I was sitting in the chair, and then all of a sudden he came and joined me. But he get up and he says to me, you know what? I'm thinking, at this music we can do a dance like this. And then he was dancing.
Minko gise dunia de mama ginyaula dujas barfatu neo biole neoe Minko gise dunia de mama ginyaula dujas barfatu neo biole neoe Badara, 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 non looking go. Badara.